The Rio Cobre is more than just a river. It's a lifeline, sustaining communities, ecosystems, and culture across its watershed. But today, this vital resource faces growing threats from pollution.
The Rio Cobre is a very important river for multiple reasons. It's an important source of water for not just domestic purposes, but agriculture, industry, recreational purposes. But it has been abused over the years. And on many occasions, on several occasions, persons have made complaints. We've reported it to the authorities and nothing has happened. They've actually, in some cases, turned around and said, no, the river is fine, nothing is wrong with it. And so the community has been left feeling like they're not being heard, they're not trusted.
That's where the Rio Cobre Guardians come in. The Rio Cobre Guardians is focused on empowering communities to take an active role in protecting and preserving this essential waterway. The initiative is funded by the Environmental Foundation of Jamaica EFJ through a project being implemented by the Jamaica Environment Trust, JET.
We designed this project with the Friends of Rio Cobre to basically empower the citizens to collect water quality. The samples that we collect them in right here, we have some meters, and then we also go out, send samples to the lab to be independently verified. And the important thing for us is to understand what's happening with the river. The community wants to understand the state of the water because the information is not being disclosed to them. It's not a short-term project, it's over 3 years, and you know, we couldn't have done it without the support of the EFJ. If we didn't have EFJ, we would not have been able to do this project.
Through this project, a dedicated River Watch group was established, essential monitoring equipment provided, local residents trained to build environmental leadership, and a long-term monitoring plan to safeguard water quality was implemented.
So the idea is that we are not going to be here all the time. So we want to allow the community members to have the understanding, not just of how to collect the water quality, but to understand what they are seeing in the readings.
So we test river water in 2 ways. By collecting samples for lab analysis and by measuring things like pH and dissolved oxygen on site. We will compare these results with NEPA's monitoring data and share our findings through regular reports. We will also check water quality after pollution incidents and keep NEPA and other stakeholders informed.
So we'll be doing this every 6 months. We'll do the refresher training, but we'll be collecting water quality samples every 3 months and submitting this data.
I love the experience. A lot of things that I did not know we are being taught today for a community member, because I remember something happened a couple years ago with the water, the river being exposed to chemical, and we had smell that we couldn't identify. Animals being drinking the water died, because I had a dog that died. So we didn't know what was really going on. We could see fish and we didn't understand. With this project now, we get to understand everything that is going on with everybody and how to actually get involved in doing the testing and all of that. There's a lot of persons in my community that is at Flatbridge. This is their livelihood. They catch fish, crayfish from the river, which they do buy and sell. So it really affects them. So if that is going on, we need to know as community members.
It's very important to me because this is our environment, and for me, this is where our drinking water comes from. And also for fishing, you know, some person live off it. I used to do some of the fishing myself, and it helped farmers and all of that stuff. I didn't know that there was so much going on in the river because I just used to pass and see. Now with this training, it gives me more exposure to actually look at the water sometimes and can see the difference with the activities and getting a good knowledge of it's not just clear and it's good. So it could be clear but polluted.
Together, we're building a future where the Rio Cobre is protected by the people who depend on it most.
Over the next 3 years, We will also hold community meetings, school sessions, and workshops to share results, raise awareness, and inspire people to protect our rivers and watersheds.
We hope that people leave this project, those that are directly engaged in the Rio Cobre Guardians, that they leave this project with much more information and understanding of what, just because the water looks clear does not mean that the water is clean and you can drink it or you can swim in it. So they will be more empowered to understand what's happening with their river. They will be more empowered in terms of understanding the importance of healthy watersheds. And fundamentally, it's important to know that Jamaicans have a constitutional right to a healthy environment. And so what we're doing is empowering the community with that knowledge, not just in words, but in practice.